Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. So these are real bones from a skeleton that kind of fell apart. The brown part is representing cartilage, costal cartilage, costal meaning rib cartilage, and the white part is all real bone. This is a sternum with the manubrium, gladiolus, and xiphoid or ensiform process, and each rib is a real rib, and these bones are clavicles, and I'm going to use a specimen that's plastic. I don't know where I got this, and I don't know how it fits in the plastic gelatin, but if we were to put it near this specimen, we would see that, well, first the plastic's all bent out of shape, but we would see that it's where the position is, and we would see the little notches, the sternal notch up here and the two little prominences for the sternocleidomastoid origin from the manubrium. But I'm going to show you three separate drawings that I've done in three separate stages. This is the first drawing where I use this as a template, and then this is a drawing a little bit farther along where I've not only used the template to make that system of cartilages, but I've actually drawn the first cartilage with a rib coming towards the back or coming from the back to the front. I can talk about that later. The three parts, manubrium, gladiolus, and xiphoid process. And then I have another drawing that I started by using this as a template and then drawing the shape of the rib cage and trying to get the ribs right, and even drawing, once again, the first rib, the second rib, the vertebrae behind, all the way up to the atlas, the first cervical vertebra. Atlas, axis, and of course the atlas receives the axis or the dens or odontoid process and has got the skull rocking on it like this, and then as you move your skull, your atlas is moving on the axis. So we have 7 cervical vertebrae. Then the first thoracic has the first rib coming out, and then the second with the second and all that. So I'm going to go back to the first one and suggest that as a way of study, you carefully try with a pencil with pretty much of a point that can get into it. You pretty much do a template, but there's some things that have to be changed a little bit. I don't agree with this quite. I agree more with this, where the first rib goes up, the second one goes straight across, the third one goes down. So I'm going to draw that right now. The sternum is, the bony part is like a little t-shirt here, like this. This is the sternum. And where the sternum meets the gladiolus is an articulation, so at that point the second rib comes out. But the first rib is going to go up, definitely, and the second rib, from my point of view, I think the second rib goes straight across. And you'll see that on people, that the second rib is going straight across. And when we draw it, I've done this on this, when we draw this, there's a little semicircular line at the beginning of the cartilage that will keep us kind of knowing where our cartilage is beginning if we do this. So I'm giving you clues on how to proceed using this rather crude piece of plastic as, I'm going to give it to you so you want to take it and draw it on one. Do you have a page large enough? I'll get you a piece of paper.
I'm probably during the break.
Okay,
so,
yeah. I know during the long break.
Yeah.
But keep it over there and look at it, because I don't need to use it anymore.
All right.
Okay, so...
Gladiolus is
the
gladiolus.
Yeah,
that
the
top.
Manubrium is the top handle.
Mm-hmm.
Manubrium.
Yeah.
Gladiolus is the blade,
Yeah.
like a sword or a flower.
A shield.
And the xiphoid or ensiform is the last. Now maybe we can do a demonstration of your chest with pulling. Sure.